Now, Surging Sparks is the 8th installment of the Scarlet and Violet era, and it just recently released on November 8th of this year. And after waiting about 2 weeks worth of time for prices to cool down, here are the top 10 most valuable cards in the set. Now, I waited a bit because initially, when there aren't as many cards on the market, the prices are a bit inflated, due to the demand being higher than the supply. Now, I do expect card prices to continuously change throughout the upcoming months as more packs get opened and more of these cards enter the market. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off our list is Durant EX, which is number 236 in this set, with a pull rate of 1.1% for any special illustration rare, or 0.1% if you were chasing this card specifically, which at the time of recording is going for $26.38 on TCG Player. Now, I really like the cartoonish artwork of this card. Durant is a simple Pokemon, and I feel that the artwork follows that same theme with an added fun twist. If you have multiple of these cards, you can connect the artwork side by side and have a continuous line of Durants. Yeah, I'll take 10. Up next, coming in at number 9, we have the Jasmine's Gaze Special Illustration Rare, which is number 245 in this set, with a pull rate of 1.1% for any special illustration rare and a 0.01% pull rate if you were chasing this card specifically. This card comes in at $36.60 on TCG Player at the time of recording. Now, this card is absolutely adorable, with Jasmine stuffing her face and just looking over as you catch her in the act. Honestly, this is so relatable, and I resonate with the vibes in this card so much. Even though I'm no longer chunky, I still have the soul of a fat person. For card number 8, we have the Latios EX Illustration Rare, which is number 203 in this set, with a pull rate of 7.7% for any illustration rare, and it would have 1/3% if you were chasing this card specifically. This card comes in at $37.41 on TCG Player at the time of recording. Now, this card is amazing in my opinion. It gives a real mystifying feeling to the legendary Pokemon, with beautiful scenery and cascading sunlight to give a really good depth of feel to the card's artwork as a whole. Next on the list, coming in at number 7, is one that kind of surprised me, but it's the special illustration rare for Alolan Exeggutor, which is number 242 in this set, and has a specific pull rate of 0.1% if you were to chase this card. This card's price is currently sitting at $39.36 on TCG Player. Now, the reason its price and placement surprised me is although I know Exeggutor isn't the most popular Pokemon in the franchise, the art is actually amazing, giving an almost silly feel to the Pokemon, with it having a happy expression and seeming to be in the middle of dancing or walking very happily, all while having palm trees in the background matching its appearance. Next on the list for card number 6 is Lycia's Appeal, a special illustration rare trainer card. This is number 246 in the set, with a pull rate of 0.1% if you were chasing this card. And at the time of recording, this card is currently priced at $60.71 on TCG Player. Now, I think this card is so adorable, with the art of Lycia resembling that of an idol or an Oshi. She's even wearing clothes that match her Altaria, with coordinating colors and white trim. But let's be honest here, the real star of the show is Altaria. Alright, for card number 5, we have the special illustration rare for Hydreigon EX, which is number 240 in this set. It also has a pull rate of 0.1% if you were to chase this card. And the price of this card comes in at a whopping $74.37 on TCG Player at the time of recording. Now, I think this card is so cool. I've always been a fan of dark color palettes like the Giratina from Lost Origin or the Magikarp from Paldea Evolved. I feel like these colors accent the naturally cool design of Hydreigon, along with the highlights from the terrestrialized form, adding to the feel of the artwork as a whole. Now, this is where the prices start to get interesting. So for card number 4, we have my second favorite card in the set, which is a special illustration rare Milotic, which is number 237 in the set, with its pull rate being 0.1%. And at the time of recording, its current price sits at $93.74 on TCG Player. Now, this card looks absolutely amazing, with the artwork giving the air of majesty that can only be achieved by watching animals in nature. Seeing this Milotic emerging from the water and getting a view of its world below the water makes me have that wonderful feeling I had as a child when I asked, man, what if Pokemon were real? This card also has a connecting art with Feebas, which is also in this set, showing the depths of which the Pokemon has come from to the heights and beauty it has obtained. For card number 3, we have the Hyper Rare Pikachu EX, which is number 247 in the set. Now, Hyper Rares have a pull rate of 0.53%, and if you were chasing this card specifically, the pull rate would be 0.08%. Yikes. Now, this card's price has reached the 3-digit mark, coming in at $100.49 on TCG Player. I personally love this artwork. I think it's way better than the card in the number 1 slot because the colors truly pop and contrast with each other. And honestly, doesn't little Pika just seem so happy to wear a crown? For the second to the last card, coming in at number 2, is my favorite card in the set. It is the special illustration rare Latias EX, which is number 239 in this set, with a pull rate of 0.1% if you were to chase this card, which means things don't really look good for for me. And this card comes in at an incredible $205.79 on TCG Player. Now, Latias is one of my personal favorite legendary Pokemon, and this artwork really shows how playful Latias is known to be in the movies and the lore. Sharing a similar background with Latios, this card just has more personality when it's showing Latias' expression and embodying their love for mischief. Plus, we know we all fell in love with this girl in the movie before we found out she was a Latias. And finally, for the very most expensive card in the list, coming in at number 1 is the Special Illustration Rare Pikachu EX. I mean, of course, we can't have a Pikachu base set and the top card not be a Pikachu. This card is number 238 in this set with a pull rate of 0.1% and is going for an insane $453.80 on TCG Player. Wow. Now, this card does look amazing, but I personally don't like the white background. With how talented the artists are who draw these artworks, this feels like wasted space. But the demand for this card is high, so not everyone agrees with me. All in all, the card does look amazing, and I'm happy to see all of the older Pokemon getting some amazing chase cards in the most recent sets. Well, what a ride that was. So, let me know down below which of these 10 cards was your favorite cards from Surging Spark, or if the card that is your favorite wasn't mentioned here at all, also let me know what card that is down below. As always, much love to you all, and may the Gamba gods be with you.